friends, a warm welcome back to my channel. I am Cher, and today I'm going to be covering the try-ons for all of the boxes that I got for Ipsy for May 2024. So I've got a couple of videos out there already from the unboxings of them. We got both the icon box that's kind of in disarray today, and the BoxyCharm and Glam bag also in disarray. So there's two different palettes that I got. One is the Ciate London I Am Woman palette. And then the other one's that Reina, Rebelde, however you pronounce it, palette. A lot of you were really interested in a try on of this. So I am going to do both palettes today. But we're going to do a different look, you know, for each one. I will put timestamps down in my caption. So if you're only interested in one of these versus the other, or one box versus the other, I'm going to try to kind of keep them, you know, as organized and separate for you as possible so that you could just skip straight to that part if you're interested in it. So anyway, let's do the full try-ons now that we've done our unboxing and see how all of these products are looking as a first impressions review and playing around with it. So if that interests you, stick around and we'll hop right on in. All right, guys, so if you saw my unboxings, you'll know that I had a pretty skincare heavy box. I didn't have quite as much makeup. We have two palettes, a couple of lip products, and a mascara and eyeliner. The rest is all skincare and hair. So I do the skincare try-ons as well. So I kind of just go in the order that I would use them. There might be a few things that are harder to try out on camera. Now, I will go ahead and tell you that I have already used this amazing little scrub, and I love it so much. This is Love Script, the little body polish. It was Sugar Plum body polish. So I went ahead and enjoyed my self-care time around my birthday and tried it out like in the shower. And it's very nice. It does smell just like what you think of as sugar plum. Very, you know, it's like those little sugary like grits, if you know what I'm talking about. Very exfoliating, but I really love it. I love the consistency of it. And so that one is kind of one I've had to do off screen just to kind of show you the look of it again. But yeah, I love this kind of thing. So that is one item. I have two hair products. I saved one for today because look at this frizz, guys. You see all that? Yeah. So I'm going to try this out on it. And of course, you know, I'm makeup free, so we can try everything on. So you're getting Cher's like raw beauty here. Okay, so this is Avrani Hair and Scalp Recovery Oil. I think this one came in, okay, this one was from BoxyCharm, by the way. This one's from Icon Box. And so it's supposed to kind of help de-frizz your hair in addition to hydrating your scalp and strengthening the hair. So I'm just going to kind of like dab a little bit in my hair and see at least if it helps the frizz today. Because that's some frizz, guys. Look at that. Woo-wee. Yep. This is Cher without having done her hair at all. I don't usually do my hair that much, but I at least like kind of put like serums in it like this and brush it. I don't usually do like hair straightening and curling and all that though. I usually just throw something in it and run. So yeah, that's going a little better. Definitely feels like an oil. It smells really good. Nice. And so since it's supposed to be a scalp serum too, we're going to put some up close. I didn't even read the instructions on how to use it. Pre-wash treatment. Apply 3 to 4 droppers. Oops, I should have done this before my shower. Throughout the hair, leave-in for 10 minutes to an hour before washing it out, and use it weekly. Okay, so it just might get a little oily if I don't take my shower afterwards. So this is for before your shower, guys. I guess this isn't for like daytime. Does it seem to be helping? Does seem to be helping a little bit with the frizz. It's still a little out of control, isn't it? Let's get my brush. Okay, so right off the bat, you know, a little better. Definitely going to be more of an oil-based one that you want to do before your shower, though. Then we have this Sutra Beauty, and this is the volumizing cream. Got this one, I think, in the Glam bag. Creates body and adds moisture. It also is a heat protectant. So I think that's what you're especially going to use it for. Apply to clean, damp hair. Roots to ends. Blow dry to activate. So this is something you're going to use probably, especially with like a hair iron or like a hot air brush to, you know, add some of the volume to it when you use like a big like round brush or something while you're blow drying your hair, and it's going to protect your hair too. I mean, I'm just going to kind of like put it in my hair for now and see if it kind of gives us a little volume and help. That actually looks cool already, doesn't it? Yeah. I look like I have that windswept hair at the moment. So it smells good too. That one has more of like a, what is that? Like a purpley, plummy, I don't know what that ingredient is. It smells good. Okay, so we got our hair products. Next, I'm going to start with, I'm going to do this mask. I'm a little concerned it's not going to be for my skin type. This is the Benefit Pore Professional Speedy Smooth Quick Smoothing Pore Mask. I'm going to go ahead and put it on so that I can wash it off before the other skincare, just in case. So the pores are supposed to look more refined. It has celery and flaxseed extracts to help improve skin texture. So I'm going to put it on so y'all can see what it looks like on the face. And I'm going to see how it kind of like makes my skin feel. So yes, this is turning like a bluey green color, right? I'll give it a try once. Yeah, I can definitely tell that I mean, it's a mask, so it's going to dry down and be kind of drying. So yes, I definitely feel it like drying down a lot. I'm not putting on a lot because I don't feel like my skin needs a lot, to be honest with you. We'll let that sit for a minute and I will wait for it to really turn and dry, show you what it looks like, and then rinse it off. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Yeah, it definitely feels dry now. Like, I mean, I can tell. What I'm going to do is use my cleanser that we got to wash it off, kind of in front of you guys, and then I will go to the sink and apply more water to get the rest off. Like I mentioned to you guys, I've been struggling with Murad lately, so I'm hoping that my skin reacts okay to this, but this is the Resurgence Renewing Cleansing Cream. Okay, it's very creamy. Nice. Smells good too. Yeah, hopefully I don't have any problems with this one. I love that it's such a huge bottle, so you're getting a ton of product out of this. I'm gonna go apply water with it and I'll be right back and let you know kind of how it felt. All right, guys, so that actually felt pretty good, although my face is stinging a little. I think it's just from that drying mask, so I probably won't be using that, to be honest. But the cleanser, the Murad cleanser, was really nice. It was very moisturizing. It didn't really like foam too much. It was kind of like a creamy, but it feels like gel, but it's like cream. And it felt very nice on my face. So I think this one's going to work for me, hopefully. I hope that the stinging I'm feeling is from the Benefit mask and not from this. So I'm just not a good person to test this out, guys. I'm sorry. I just don't have the right skin type for this mask. But next we are going to try out more scrubbing. This is Symbiosis London HA and PG, which is hyaluronic acid and papaya glycolic extract. And this is a basically balancing sorbet facial cryo exfoliator. So now we're going to exfoliate. And you can see my face turning a little red, guys. So again, I'm not sure which one's doing that. Probably the mask. And now I'm sitting here scrubbing too. This smells really good. Actually, this exfoliant may be what's turning my face red. Sometimes these things do that. So yeah, this is going to be kind of, it's going to feel like a sugar scrub to you, but on the face. So I'm going to go wash this off too, and then we're going to apply more of the serums and moisturizers and whatnot. I'll be right back. All right, my poor little face is like, can we stop scrubbing now? All right, next we're going to come in with this serum. This is First Aid Beauty Bounce Boosting Serum with collagen and peptides. I am excited to try it because I have not done First Aid Beauty's serums yet. Very nice. Yes, very smoothing. Feels nice. It almost feels primer-like to me. And I always try to bring down skincare on my neck, by the way, if I don't have like a neck cream that I'm using at the time. Never forget your neck. That is really nice. I feel, like I said, it almost feels like a primer, very like smoothing and soothing too. So I think I'm gonna really love that. Next, we'll use moisturizer. We've got 2 eye creams and then a face oil also. But this is the moisturizer, I think. So this is Innisfree, the green tea seed hyaluronic acid or hyaluronic cream. Yes, that's nice. Ooh. You know what it almost reminds me the slightest bit of is my L'Occitane. Oh, it has that very like delicate, silky finish to it. I like that a lot. I don't know that I've tried the Innisfree. Have we had other ones? I know we've had them in our Ipsy, but this might be my first like skincare or moisturizer at least. That feels really good. And it feels like it's really like coating. Very nice. Now, I will say it goes on, okay, it does feel lightweight, but on the other hand, it does have a slight, I don't want to say oily, but it is a lot, a little bit greasier or oilier than, say, the L'Occitane, but still that same like kind of lightweight, fluffy feeling almost, but I would say slightly more oily or greasy. I mean, it's not like in a bad way. It's not too greasy, but a little bit more. Okay, now, I don't know what to do because I got 2 different eye creams. Maybe we'll put one on each eye. That's what we'll do. So I have Fenty Skin, and this was an eye cream, I think. And then I have Kat Berkey Nutrient C eye cream. I don't remember what the name of the Fenty Skin one was. Thick and Smooth Rich Peptide Eye Cream. So let's just do one on each eye, huh? So the Fenty, I think we got in the icon box. I can figure out how to get it up. Okay, so you have to like really twist at it for a little while and then it comes out like that. So, and I try to use my ring finger to apply eye creams, by the way. Just because like I try not to be pulling and tugging at my eyes, and your ring finger is the weakest finger. So it's more gentle on your eye area. So that is very smoothing. That feels a lot like the moisture cream that the Innisfree felt like a little bit. Like this feels less like an eye cream to me and more like a regular moisturizer, if that makes sense. Now let's try the Kat Berkey, which I've been really wanting to try. But look at that, you can kind of see the difference between both eyes right now, can't you? Where we just used it. I feel like it did lift a little bit, doesn't it? Doesn't this eye look more lifted, firmed, and yeah. Now let's try Kat Berkey. And this was in Glam Bag. So I'm glad I'm finally getting to try Kat Berkey. That's exciting to me. This one's a little smoother. I feel like it's a little, I don't want to say thinner. What's the word? It glides more. It's more of a glidey one, but it's still very, and it's very like silky. Like I'd almost say it's close to a gel feel, but in a cream. Yeah, I like them both. They're just both different. Now, which one will prevent wrinkles and crow feet? I don't know yet. The verdict is still out. Okay, and then the last true skincare part is this Pixi Skin Treats the Rose Oil Blend. So this is just like a face oil. I am just gonna kind of put some in my hand, just a little dab. I don't want too much because I don't want to be like a grease ball. But this is especially good if you have really dry skin, great in like the winter time. And it's not too bad. It definitely smells very heavy of geranium though, guys. So if you're not a fan of like rose geranium, you're not gonna like this. Very strong geranium smell. Just gonna warn you on that. So just a little touch, especially for me, maybe like on my forehead where the most wrinkles are. But it's gonna, you know, it's a facial oil. So if you have oily skin, you don't want this. Combination skin even, probably isn't gonna be great, but it's just great for those like dry patches. And or if you're somebody who maybe you do have combination skin where you're really dry and almost have like dry patches in some spots, like maybe your forehead, but then you're a little oily in here or nowhere else, a facial oil is wonderful for spot targeting like that, just putting a little extra oil in that dry spot. So just so you know, like kind of how to use a facial oil. Okay, and then before we get to the true makeup, we have this Kosas Grow Potion. I did recently do a video on the Grand Liner growth, like lash growth serum, and I stopped using it because I was noticing a dark spot growing along my lids, and I was worried about the discoloration, and they were in the middle of a lawsuit. So I'm very leery of growth serums right now, especially around my eyes. But you can use this on your brows. So I figure we can kind of test it out, just like how to use it for now. But you're not going to know truly, does it actually grow your brows until after, you know, several weeks or months of use. But I can kind of give you a feel for how it feels at least. Very like moisturizing. I feel like I just put on like a skincare gel or something on my brows, but it's a very easy application. So I don't know. I mean, and this is my first Kosas product, by the way. I've been wanting to do Kosas, so I was excited to get Kosas. I just wasn't sure if I was ready to do a growth serum yet after that last experience, but I feel safer doing it on my brows. So I may test this out for a little while. So let me know, guys, if you want me to bring you a review video on like seeing if we see any results or a difference over time of using the growth potion. You know, I might be brave enough to do that. Okay, guys, let's move on to the makeup now. Yay! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill in with the products they didn't provide us. So I'm going to do my brows and prime my eyes and powder and all that, and we will come in and we're going to start off with eyeshadow. So I will meet you back here in just a minute. So let's go ahead and we're going to first start with the Reina Rebelde palette. I have swatches for you here. Now, in my picture that I shared on the community tab, I struggled to get them on as pigmented. I really tried to dig in there. I went back in like 3 times to get these for you. So they're still, they don't seem like they go on super ultra pigmented, but they do when you really like push and build them up. As you can see, that mint shade right there is not popping much. It really blends into my skin. It's just given a slight little shimmer. But this one is popping a lot more than it did the other day. So, but again, I had to really dig for that. But just to give you a feel for the swatches, so let's play with it on the eyes now. I'm gonna come just pop in this shade right here, mostly as a transition, like always. And let's see how that does. It's going. So keep in mind that this is a wet dry formula. So we might be able to apply moisture to it and have it come out more. So we might apply a wet formula to these blues, especially to get them to pop. But so far, this matte kind of bronzy color is not too bad as far as pigment is going. So we'll just keep going with it dry right now. I should have played with more colors for you, but I just am really ready to get into that blue. I'm gonna go straight in with my finger on that really deep blue there, because I just want like almost my whole lid. I think I just want to cover my whole lid in it is what I want. So here's how it is popping. That's actually quite beautiful. Look at that. And was this the one that I think might have been based on, was it Santa Fe or something? I don't remember. I am going to apply a little dab to a brush and see if, I'm just gonna like spray my brush and see if applying moisture does anything too. I don't know. Just really get in there. Yeah. So this is the side that has wet applied to it, and this is the side that was just dry. So you can see that it is really kind of bringing out a vibrant, more vibrant blue. I like the blue, y'all. I honestly don't think I'm even going to do a whole lot with the other colors. I'm going to go in with that mint, and let's just use it as like a highlight here, maybe. Yeah. See, it works great as like a nice little transition highlight color, I think. I don't think you want to expect a whole lot out of it for like a lot of pigment. Let's try applying wet to it too. Yeah, not really much change with that. I think that deeper blue was the one that was affected by the water. But it makes a really pretty pop of like highlight for this blue, I think, that kind of minty color. So keep that in mind. I'm going to put some up on the brow bone too. All right, and here is each side done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a little bit of that underneath. I want to really pop with that blue still. And then I'm going to bring the brown under there a little bit too, especially like on these outer edges. There we have it. So that definitely gives you a lot of va-va-voom color. I like that. And of course you can do, you know, more subtle if you want. You can do mostly the neutrals with just a tiny little pop of that green, but I think your mint color is going to be mostly a highlighty color. Sorry, my hands are all covered in it. You can also do something with this pink. I don't think it's going to pop a lot, but you could do a pink with the blue. That would be very pretty. And that, like, imagine the pink and that greeny blue with a little pop of that mint, how pretty that would be. So you've got some variations here to play with. So I do actually like the palette a lot. I was getting nervous when I saw the swatches, but I think it's going to work. I think it does a pretty good job. So that gives you a feel for it. Let's try out. I'm going to go ahead and just do kind of a full look with this eyeshadow color, and then we'll come back and we'll play with the other palette too. Okay, so this is the One Size eyeliner. This is the liquid eyeliner. Now I'm going to have my magnetized mirror for this because your girl can't see good. And we're just going to go straight in with it and draw a wing. And this is actually really nice. So this is a dark brown color. It's the shade Busty Brown. I hope it shows up with this blue. But it does seem to be working. Wow, I really like that. You can get into the center very easily with it. It's like not smudgy, not bumpy. This is fantastic. So I know I was a little disappointed in the icon box. And on my birthday, I just had wanted more, like there was other things I had in mind from One Size. But I am actually very impressed with this and happy to have it. So yeah, that's a fantastic eyeliner, not gonna lie. Yeah, I love that. So let's also try out the mascara, which I always hate going ahead and playing with the mascaras in these because I have so many mascaras, and once you open that up, that's it. The clock starts ticking on expirations, but it is what it is. I want to see how it works. I like to do the try-ons, so let's see how this one does. Ooh. I feel like, is this a brown mascara or black? I think it's black. Okay, I wasn't sure at first. Yeah, you know, I think this was supposed to be like a volumizing. Did it do everything in one? I feel like it's doing everything in one. Like it has um, the handle is more lengthening, but it's definitely gripping it and volumizing it. So it makes it easy for the bottom lashes too, because of the lengthening wand there. I love those kind of wands. But it has those like bristles where I feel like it's volumizing it too, and also like lifting and curling, because it grips your lashes. I don't want to say like a magnet in there, but like it has that like gripping power to where it's like turning it up and gripping at the same time. So even though I said I didn't want mascara, I am very impressed with the mascara. Is it like the most volumizing and most lengthening I've ever had? No. But I think it's just that it's doing everything in one, I can tell, and so easy to work with. I do tend towards more lengthening wands like this that have this shape, because they're just easier for me to work with without like stabbing myself. I can get to the bottom lashes easily. It lengthens, which is what I need the most in my tiny little lashes. But then it has those extra perks of like grabbing the lashes and curling and lifting. So I love that about it, that it's a very multi-purpose thing and so easy to work with. So I really like it. Yeah. And it's got a good, you know, packaging and all. Okay, so I'm going to put on a full face of makeup, and then we're going to come back for the 2 lip products. All right, guys, I am back. So we are down to our lip products. We've got Treat Yourself, and I remember this was just sort of like almost a clear lip oil, I think. And then we have Beauty for Real, that was more of a lip balm. So I think I'm going to put on the lip oil first. All right, I went ahead and lined my lips first, just so you know, and then I'm going to put on this. The last Treat Yourself that we got, I loved. This one's more like an oil. I almost taste like wintergreen. I do, and it's stinging. Yeah. Y'all know I don't really like the stingy ones much. This will probably end up in a declutter, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't do stingy. I don't do stingy, so yeah. Lip oil wise, it feels okay, but just, I can't stand the stinging. Makes them a little shiny. All right, so now let's do the Beauty for Real, and this is in the shade Neutral. And here is what it looks like. Now this one feels really good on the lips. I like this one. Doesn't sting. Good color. I think that's a good color too. Does it go with our eyes? It's a little dark, but kind of works. All right, I'm going to take my hair down. I don't know, do we need lashes? We'll see. I'll meet you back here in just a minute. All right, guys, so here is our finished look. I did not put on the lashes. I'm just going to leave it like it is. We'll see. I think that the blue is so popping and gorgeous that I don't need the lashes. We'll see when I do the Ciate London, and I'm trying to give my lashes as much of a break as possible from falsies. But overall, this is the finished look using absolutely everything except for the Ciate London palette. So what do we think? I think that that palette is awesome. I love that blue. I think this is a fabulous one, and I think it's going to be gorgeous for summer. So that's a win to me. I think that's gorgeous. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I ended up loving it with the try on now. The swatches, the first round of swatches didn't go well, but second round went a little better, and then I think the try on went much better. So yes, Very excited. I love it. So here it is. Cool. So I would say the only one that was a no for me was the Treat Yourself. But the whole brand the whole brand isn't bad. I really loved this one that we got last time in Boxy. And this was more of like a gloss, I think, and it didn't sting, and it's so moisturizing, and I love it. But this one's gonna be a no for me. Sorry, guys. I just don't do stingy. All right, so I'm going to wipe off the eyes, and we're gonna get ready for the Ciate London I Am Woman palette now. All right, guys, so we are back. I cleaned up the face, and now we're gonna move on to the Ciate London I Am Woman palette, volume 2. I'm excited about this. This one was in BoxyCharm, and I mean, it looks beautiful to me. I don't know what I want to start with, though. I am thinking, I don't know, to be honest, some of these kind of like grungy shades in here, of course, the shimmers, are calling to me, but you have a lot of pinks over here too. But I don't know, this is what I'm feeling today. So I think I'm going to do something around in here. Let's just play with her. There's a lot of colors in this, so I'm probably not going to swatch it. Got like 24 different pans in here. I mean, that's a huge palette. I really love this. I have loved my Ciate London palettes. I'm not going to lie. So I'm actually quite happy to get it. I am going to start with this one right here. That is called a Power Hungry. And I'm going to use that for the transition shade. It's kind of a pinky color, definitely more pink toned. Yeah, it's nice. See, I like this so far. Actually, the palette, the BoxyCharm, I feel like was my favorite of my 3 boxes. I mean, yes, you got like some good things in the icon box, but I was more excited about my BoxyCharm this time, honestly. The like scrub in it and this palette, I think, were the 2 big highlights. I don't know why, but I am just so drawn to this right here. I just want to see what that looks like. I'm going to put it all over my lid. This is called Powerful. And I want to see it sparkle. Pretty. Yeah. That's pretty. It looks a lot lighter on the lid than it does in the pan, doesn't it? I'm going to just try out that sparkly one right there for the inner corner. Future is female. Oh, I do like the names of these too. So this is supposed to be a very like women's empowering palette. I think it was supposed to be for International Women's Day, but it kind of works for Mother's Day right now, right? Celebrating mothers. That kind of works as a highlight, even though it's like shimmery. I know I only used like 3 out of the whole pan, but it's where I'm feeling. I love this Fiercely Fab too. Of course, I'm drawn to the pretty pinks. Let's try a little dab of that right here, almost like a halo eye pop on top of that. How's that? Yeah, that's pretty. That gave it a little more pigment of shimmer, I think. I mean, honestly, that's like probably about all you need. So we used like maybe 4 out of this, guys. Sorry, but I think it's so pretty. I'm going to do the other side and pop on a little more liner and mascara, and I'll be right back, and we'll decide if we need lashes. All right, guys, I want to show you what this looks like without lashes. I think it is gorgeous. I love this palette already. I know I didn't do a bunch of different looks, and I didn't swatch the whole thing up. I just kind of wanted to touch on a little bit of the colors that were calling to me, but I am not going to lie. I personally love the Ciate London palettes that we've gotten. I've seen mixed reviews, like some have said they're not happy about it and they don't like the formula, and others like it and think it's beautiful. I'm in the camp that likes it and thinks it's beautiful. I think for me though, it might be kind of like your style. This is very much my style. I love very soft, shimmering, like subtle palettes like this. I do a lot of my own freelance makeup too, like bridal and party looks, but not like over the top crazy stuff. I work a lot with clients that love natural, but sometimes very elegant, sophisticated. To me, this just is very much that style. You can do so much with it, like bridal, formal makeup, all the beautiful shimmers in it that are still very like subtle and pretty and not just, I don't know, what's the word? It's not like a rock star palette, you know, it's not crazy vibrant colors everywhere, you know, so if you're like a big color person, you might not like it, but for me, this is absolutely my vibe. And I've gotten two in Ipsy now. One was the Spice palette and one was that Brazilian Glow. Both I really love, but I love that Brazilian Glow. And this one reminds me a lot of it, but just with a little bit more purples and burgundies and pinks than that one had. And so I'm thrilled. I love this. And this is probably going to end up ranking really high on my eyeshadow rankings palettes this month. If you have been around my channel, you'll know that I do like a monthly rankings video of all the eyeshadow palettes I've used for the month. And this will probably go pretty high. I'm not going to lie with you because I really love it. This is just all the colors I love, all the shimmers that I love. And I think it's beautiful personally. So I like it. I don't see anything wrong with formula personally. So that's just my take on it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to wrap it up here. I am going to say that my favorite things out of the entire 3 boxes of all the products were the palettes. I love both of these palettes. I ended up loving them both. And I love the one size products too. I would have loved to have gotten a few other one size products, but the ones that I got, I do love. Skincare, most of it all, I mean, I'm happy to have all of the skincare. Like, these were probably my favorites, the Innisfree and the First Aid Beauty. I ended up liking the Murad. I'm going to use it more and make sure, like, alone, and make sure it's not upsetting my skin. Definitely the products I can't use and will not be using will be the Benefit mask because it's not for my skin type. And this lip gloss or oil because it stings and I don't like that. Oh, and I also ended up loving the body scrub. And I ended up really loving the hair products because I love how like my hair's looking right now. Just that like wind swept, kind of like fresh out of the shower almost look. And it's really taming my hair. So I feel like all of these I'm gonna love. Yeah, so those were some of my favorites. Oh, and I liked the eye creams too. I'm happy to have those. The Pixie, I love trying Pixie beauty products, but I don't need face oils very often. I mean, I do have dry skin, but not so much to where I use a lot of facial oils, only occasionally. And when I do, I kind of prefer not to have that geranium smell. I'm just not gonna lie. Not a geranium rose potent smell kind of person. So that'd be my only critique on it. But yeah, besides that, it was all, you know, worked out pretty well. So that wraps it up, guys. I hope that helps you. I hope you enjoy your boxes. I know that I expressed a little disappointment. I try to keep it positive though. And I ended up, you know, sometimes when I start playing with it like I did today, I'm getting excited, and I'm so excited about these palettes especially. So, all right guys, so probably any day I will be sharing June's spoilers with you for Ipsy. I do cover the spoilers here too, as well as the unboxings and try-ons. So if you want to see more of Ipsy, all of those things, you'll want to stick around. I cover a lot of beauty boxes in general, and love to do other try-ons as well, new releases, beauty news, and reviews and all of that. So you won't want to miss it. You'll want to pop that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.